pictures, no videotape. You got to get that tablet and pen, write it down. That way you get it here. Now, this is my life in 2009. Isn't that nice? July 4th, 2009. Worth billions of dollars. I'm top of the game. Retired at 26 with $2 billion. Having fun helping people. And what did I do the next day after I took out the yacht with a bunch of group of people? I got to die. What happened? Simple. July 5th. All right, I'm in a coma. I get to hear the doctor say he's not going to live. I hear my wife scream her head off. And then I hear my tax attorney, who I made a multimillionaire. And guess what? He's trying to trick my wife to sign a POA, power of attorney. By the way, she signed it that day. I did say, God, if you let me live, I'll go back and help everybody every day. Rest of my life, like I've been doing. If you let me live, let me go back, please. Got to take care of my family and my friends. Guess what? He let me come back. That's why I'm here to do. So I got H1N1 pandemic number 9. That kind of sucks. Reality is, if you fall off, get back on. No one's in your way after you meet me today besides you. The ultimate goal is building the millions and millions of dollars. You see, this is 2021. It's fast track, it's blackjack here. The ultimate goal is an 820. See, everybody's got to be a qualified CFO. Now, how do they do that when they got basically some bad credit or screwed up? You see, what happens with most people get an SSN, Social Security card, all right, then they get these credit cards, and then they basically think it's free money. Then they jack it up, then they get stuck, and they can't get any more. Let's understand, there's some rules and tools. So the 820 score, I'll guarantee it in 90 days. I'll do all the work for you. I might ask you to do 2 things. That's all you got to do. I'll even write your goal list for you. Here it is. If you allow me, I'll build your goals. Heck, I'll even hand you the keys. You see, the first thing is, let's get you a corporate credit card for $100,000. See, there's one thing about corporate credit. You get to write off the card interest rate. You can't do that on your personal credit. Next, if you don't have a corporation, I'll hand you the articles, also tax ID for free. If you have one, maybe you'll let me build the one you got. They haven't been doing anything with it anyway. Next thing is, let's buy some real estate through divisions. The way I wrote the rules in 1986, you had 5 houses today in your name, and if someone slipped and fell, they're going to take everything you got. You put them in a corporation, they can do the same thing and pierce the veil. You might want to think about separating liability. We'll teach you that as well. So, a franchise, I'd like to get you one, but they got to have a drive-through, because why? They stay open through pandemics. Now, that's your first 6 months of goals that I'll do for you. I'll even hand you the keys. Here's the 12 months goal list. I'll hand you and put $1 million in the corporate bank account tax-free. Corporations can do that, but you can't. Dream house, $5 million of real estate, and some more franchises too. This should be done within this year, by the way. Now, the ultimate goal is pretty simple. I'd like you to write down borrow money's not taxable. Can you do that for me, please? And I'd like you to understand, I've been teaching cash flow free time for 43 years. I know there's a couple people that stole that. It's okay. They talk about their little credit card getting a condo. Bottom line is this. Let's write down leveraging money. Got to leverage money. You see, understand something right now. All right? If you had $1,000 today, just for the fun of it, you could reference it by 3, times it by 5. Within 45 working days, it becomes 15,000. By the way, 5,000 becomes 75,000. So you might want to pay attention today. There's a reason they say I'm the #1 consultant worldwide, personal business credit, for a reason. First thing we got to do is plan the problem. What happened to you? Did you fall down, or somebody got in your way, or did you get out of the gate, or you got screwed up? Bottom line is, we have to learn the rules. Now, I want you to write down safety credit. Here's 2 cards, 50,000 apiece. But the problem is, this is personal credit. And most people, they don't know the rules and tools, so they jack it up, get stuck, can't get any more. So let's understand, I can't write off the credit card or the interest rate. It's personal credit. So what I want you to do on your cards, your personal wallet, I want you to write down to put a sticky. Yes, it's an assignment. I'm going to be telling you what to do many times. You know, I brought my $2 billion in at 26. You might just want to listen just a little bit. Put a sticky on your cards. Write down the limit. What's 25 to 29%? See, the next time you pull that out to use it, I want you to put yourself in check. You go past 29%, you drop your score, and you're on plop. You can't get any more. Next, I want you to write down is the line of defense. See it, believe it, go get it. You know what that means? When you drive around in the city you live in today, you're going to see a Wells Fargo Bank, a B of A, all right, maybe a U.S. Bank or a Chase. They shut down a location. They've been doing that before pandemic, by the way. And you know what they did? They wrote a 100-year lease, but they bankrupt that piece. They got other pieces. They're still in business today. You see, they didn't bring the pain home like you. And what did you do when you brought the pain home? You went, boo-hoo-hoo, look at me. Sorry, we're not going to play that game. You want to take away all your excuses today. Don't forget the sticky in every card. Don't you bring the pain home after meeting me, and that's all I got as a kid was pain. I made sure I mastered the rules and the tools. Look around you in that grocery stores and banks today. The reason they got to separate the pieces, they have a branch number. What did you do? You brought the pain home. And it's not because of the pandemic. They've been closing locations for years. So you got a choice. Based on my journey, I got to be born in a taxi on the way to Gardena Hospital. Yes, this little girl, she was born in a billionaire family. She was 15 and a half. She thought if I was a girl, she'd be able to keep me. I wasn't a puppy, but I guess she thought so. So I got to be born in the taxi. All right, went to Gardena Hospital, and since I was a boy, she gave me a girl's name and raised my middle name. Then she threw me away. I got to tell her to reach out tomorrow because tomorrow's her birthday for the woman who threw me away like a piece of trash. So the bottom line, you got a choice today. All right, I took all that energy and pissed off attitude, and I brought in 2 billion at 26. I wanted to prove her wrong. Did I do so far? So far? How am I doing? Write down getting past go, because I think you're all stuck anyway. Now, the next thing I got to be with Mrs. Hope. Oh, what a name. The she devil from hell. She got her weekly and monthly checks, but she dropped me off right down to Beach Pier every morning at 6:30. That kind of sucked. She was the she devil from hell. I'll pick you up at 5 o'clock. If you're not here, I'll leave you there to die. That wasn't very nice. I was only 3. I didn't like stealing and begging off the pier, by the way. It kind of sucked. But I was lucky in another way. See, God gave me an IQ off the chart with total recall on those things. And I have this process of cloning. So let's understand, that's what that means today. I got my first Lamborghini at 14 and a half. Then I got my Lamborghini collection too. I got my Duffys, my 6 mansions. I broke some world records. Heck, I parked my race boat in my backyard. Where you park yours? I got the helicopter, got the yacht too. And don't forget about the Ferraris as well. Here's the problem, and I'll ask you flat out. Why haven't you done this? If I can do this, you can do this too. This is ridiculous. You brought the pain home. Ask yourself why. The only thing you can actually ever say or do is because I didn't understand how to play the game. You're going to learn a couple things today. Write down Ray's rules. Now, everything I turns to gold. Everything I've ever touched. Every business I ever started did millions and millions of dollars since I was 9 and a half. By the way, I wrote Winning the Game of Business 43 years ago. You know what's really weird? Repackaged in America on the bottom there. I sold that for $100 million years ago, under corporate structure, by the way. But I still own the right. So you know what I want to do for you, if you'll pay attention? I'd like to repackage you. I know you listen to some other blah, 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 but they didn't hand you the money, the tools, and the rules, and they didn't hold your hand personally like I do. So guess what? Write down credit. Write down corporation's a legal person. Can you do that for me, please? Corporation's what? It's a legal person. I started helping Hand Industries at 9 and a half. And then there's me. I got to die. Didn't matter. I got millions and billions of dollars. The next day on July 5th, I'm in a coma. And I got to hear my wife cry. And I hear my CPA trick her to sign a POA. Are you kidding me? God gave me another chance. That's why I'm here today with you. Are you going to pay attention? I can turn anyone into a millionaire or a billionaire under a corporate structure. You just have to listen and play along, and I'll do the work for you too. After that coma, I wanted to get another PhD for the fun of it. So I became a pastor, by the way. Yes, I'm a sinner, just like you, but I do the best I can. See, all through the day, then God does the rest for me. What about you? Now, understand 90 days. Could you give me 90 days? I guarantee you, you'll be on your direction to the $1 million dream. Seminar, workshop, and boot camp. No excuses today. I'm going to put you in check. See, my dream is to change the world before I die again. Well, there's one thing I know. I want to change your life. I've got the ability to do this if you listen. I believe I can change everyone's life. Kind of fun. See, I believe God gave me a gift that no one else has. So today, you can actually become one of the race coaches too. You want to make some extra money every day, part time or full time? Let me know. Because a lot of people like to make some money, but that's under a corporation, not you personally, because that would make no sense. Now, remember today, what if you lost your job or you have an emergency? What are you going to do next? What everybody does. They run out of time, they run out of money, then they jack up their credit in 42 days. I don't understand. I don't compute. It makes no damn sense to me. You're using the wrong money in the first place. Now, I got to train Ken Yarborough years ago. That was fun. Security chief at TRW Experian. I even made him president of one of my companies too. Now understand something today. I'd like to train you just a little bit. Write down credit services that please. Can you do that for me? Google it later today. It'll take you to the Federal Trade Commission. They'll tell you credit repair is a scam. They're not allowed to collect money up front. A lot of them lie and do that anyway. Then they write those stupid letters, not mine, not late. That doesn't work. After 24 months, it comes back on anyway. They'll refer to you the Credit Repair Organization Act too. So today, I'd like to build a relationship with you in your dreams. I'd like to do the work for you and hand you the keys. Now, this is the Federal Trade Commission's information too. You got a choice. Now, we got Experian that has John on that commercial today, talking about the Experian Boost. It scares me. This lady had her bank account right on the website. Now, let's understand. They want you to register your light bill, your cable bill, your electric bill too, and they want you to go in their system and open your bank account. Yes, so they can mean that too. You see, I told her, why are you doing this? Oh, they said it's an easy fix. All you have to do is reconnect the bank account. I mean, are people that stupid? Experian's been hacked 100 times, been indicted 100 times. Hell, they moved out of the country 33 years ago to Dublin, Ireland. So I guess if you want to be part of their boost, go for it. I wouldn't want my bank account hacked by those ding-dongs too. You got a choice today, but that's up to you. I'd rather do a rapid refresh. You see what that means is pretty simple. It guarantees a 40 to 200 points. If you'd like one, let me know. It's kind of fun. They had a 500 score. I got them 157 points to a 708. When I was done, they had an 820. Would you like one of those? Let me know. Getting someone to an 820 score is not hard in 90 days or less. Working days, by the way. If I ask you to do two things, could you follow through? It's all I ever ask of you. Pretty simple to do. Now, let's start in the basics. Let's go back to the beginning of your life when you got your SSN, Social Security card. Ladies, pull it out of your purse. It's next to your feet. Gentlemen, it's probably in your back pocket. Your SSN's pretty simple. It's not even yours. It makes you a duck. By the way, let's read the card front and back. Two things I want you to focus on. Do not laminate and don't use for ID purposes. But you put it on an application, didn't you? So you broke the rules and the laws too. There's the application we filled out as a teenager. It's okay. Read the card. It says Property of Administration. It's not even your card. It's in your possession. Big deal. The creditors use it and abuse it too because you allow them to. If you understand under the Fair Lending Act, you can block the crap and shoot the score up some more. Would you like me to do that for you? Let me know. Bottom line is building your millions and millions of dollars under corporate structure. The difference is you got to learn how to play. Learning, that's why I do the weekly workshops for 43 years. I'd like to repackage your whole life, your car, your bank account, and more, if you allow me to. Now, we all have that little, we can tell our sad story, playing the little violin. Heck, I've been in 2 comas in my life so far. One as a kid, one as an adult. Bottom line is we got to use that as fuel to go get it. How bad you want to get to millions and billions? Me, I got pissed off the way I was born. I mean, since I had to steal and beg off the pier, I've been pissed off. I want to go get the millions. Then I got the billions. That's kind of fun too. You see, when I was a little boy, these ding-dong grown-ups, they kept saying money for a rainy day. You know, that made no sense. I kept saying, what? I keep asking questions. All right, they didn't like me at all. You see, my life, it doesn't rain, hell, it always pours. What about you? So what are we going to do today? Let's see. All right, I'll bet you back yourself in a corner because you didn't learn the rules and the tools in the first place. See, today, let's pretend you need $5,000 now, and you ask your friends, your family, in the bank, Hell, they all say no. Why don't you have a safety credit card in your hand like I do for $5,000? If I had to jack up this sucker and I had to play kid not fall down, you know the payment's only $50 a month? $50 a month. The average person wastes that every other day. Would you do that too? I want you to think about something. We're going to use some common sense in a bottle. We've got to. I got to start selling it like a pet rock. You see, they say the average person wastes $140 a week. Is that true about you? If it's true, that's $600 a month. Now let's look at this $100,000 credit one more time. If I max out one of these cards today, the payment is $612.26, which means, listen carefully, I could take exactly what you waste in a given month, get you two pizza restaurants with a drive-through, and you could actually make sure you never bring the pain home ever again. It's about time you learn to play by the rules and tools. So let's think about it today. If you planned the problem, some turd got in your way or basically wanted to knock you down, but you had your safety credit, all right, and you knew the rules and tools and you had your line of defense too, they couldn't take it away from you. I can guarantee every one of you brought the pain home because you didn't know the rules and the tools how to play. Now, today we'll give you some of those as well. Make sure you put a stick in the back of your car. After meeting me, you got no excuses. Maybe you bought that book, How to Make Moongi Rich. What a waste of time with that. After a day or two, you go, what's next? Let's play. Reach your goal list, write everything you ever want. I have everything I've ever wanted by the time I was 26. I reached every goal. $2 billion too. So I want you to realize me, I believe in God and I believe in me. When I broke the world record for the highest kick on the planet in 1981, I just wanted to prove white men do jump. And a lot of stupid men say we don't. See, understand something. God gave you a gift and a dream. Why don't you see it, believe, and go get it? Now, you're going to have to get yourself out of your way while I go build your life for you. It's kind of fun. SSN, get a job, a 1040 tax return. That's all it was for. But yes, we understand this is the IRS's public record. It's the rules. Now, see, you got your SSN, so you got a security. You got your Experian, Treasury, and Equifax, too. And the moment you jacked up a card past 29%, heck, you got stuck, couldn't get any more. I got to rebuild every one of you. I haven't found one person that I don't have to rebuild and add history to. Pretty simple today. The other reason you got an SSN, we're the collateral for the United States of America Incorporated. Ever since Nixon took the gold standard out, they've been printing money 24/7. You know that tablet and pen I told you to go get? If you don't get it, go run and go get it right away. Write down and raise rules one more time today. I want to get you 100,000 in credit. That's right. I don't want you to use more than 29%. You see, I want to make sure you don't back yourself in a corner ever again, just in case blank hit the fan. You lost your job or there's a pandemic. Why don't you have 71,000 of safety credit to feed your family up to 2 years? Problem with most of you, you took the money and credit from the family and rolled the dice and said, honey, let's hurt the family some more. I don't get it. All I had is being used and abused as a kid. I swore two things. A, I'd never hold a baby in my lap. That was my first one. And I would never bring the pain home. I'd master every damn rule I had to. Luckily, God gave me that IQ off the chart. I don't bring the pain home, and after meeting me, neither will you. Even if I got to rebuild your whole life for you, too. Write down Ray's rules. This is very simple. Now, don't give me the excuse, because I've had 2 comas in my life, too. What are we going to do, play the smallest little violin? 5.5 years old. I got this thing about cloning with me. I watched people, what they did, the little boys and girls riding their bicycle that day. 5 minutes later, I got on a bicycle. Oh, this is pretty easy to do. That's right, I could do it instantly. I didn't have a mommy and a daddy to help me, but guess what? I should have watched another minute or two. I didn't realize you pushed the pedal backwards to turn the brake on. So I went down that big hill in Redondo Beach, and I went and I stopped that thing, going 40 miles an hour with my face, going, plop! When I woke up, damn, the lady says, ring the bell, you gotta go pee-pee. I rang the bell till, hell, my hand was numb to go pee-pee. So I crawled on my belly to the toilet. Here's the problem with most people. When you have some people, or even doctors tell you can't do this or that, hell, you believe that crap. I want you to believe in God some more, because He gave you the rules and the tools. I got up again. Why can't you? Last coma I had was basically 2009. What did I get to do? I got to die. I get to hear my wife cry. I get to hear my tax attorney trick my wife too, and stole my billions of dollars. But I did say, God, if you let me live, I'd like to go back and help people and save my wife and my family too. So what did I do? Oh, by the way, there's my yacht and race boat. Show me yours. I'm from Show Me State. I'm so tired of people and their blah, blah, blah. Like that stupid motivational speaker with the hat. He didn't have a pot to piss in until he got your money out of you going blah, blah, blah. All right? I got to hand you the money, the tools. No more blah, blah, blah. I got to die. H1N1 too. Kind of sucks. But you know what I got to do when I came out of that coma? 5 weeks walking around with an oxygen tank. I put my score back to an 820. The 6th week, I popped $1 million of credit card again. I'll be damned if I stay down. I've been fighting for my life since the day I was born. What about you? You see, the problem is you don't have your 5 closet divisions. Write that down. Closet division. And don't ever have someone say, think out of the box. Those are idiots. There is no box. There never has been. But you ever put a basically restriction on you. Let's see it, believe, and go get it. Now, the day, you don't get a do-over. You get to live or die. Heck, I tell you to wear a mask, and half of you argue about that, too. It takes a moment to die and a lifetime to live. Which one are you going to pick? This is up to you. All I know is very simple. What I've had to do since I was 2.5 years old. Found myself crying on the floor, looking in the mirror. They were using and abusing me like I was a piece of you know what. You know what happened ever since then? I wake up every day at 2:25 every day. I always have since that day, since I was 2.5. What did I do today? I woke up, said, thank you, Jesus, for another day after I went to my knees. Then I go found a mirror. Can you try this once, please? Just once. I'm asking you, please try this. Go look in the mirror. Nobody around. Close the door. Stare at yourself for 2 minutes. Ask yourself 2 questions. Have you completed everything you need to? The answer is no. Is there more to be done? Always. What time you get up this morning? If it's past 4:30, you don't want it bad enough. You got a lot of work to do. And don't go back to your friends and family. Ask what you're going to do. You ever notice every time you talk, they interrupt you anyway? See, you allow them to cloud your direction. Stop that stuff. 90 days. Shh. Don't tell anybody what you're going to do. Let me do it for you and hand you the keys too. Then they can ask you, how'd you do this or that? Just say, raisewebinar.com. Let's go get the money. Is that okay with you? See, when it comes to the money and the credit, I don't have to steal a bag off the pier. I don't have to eat out of a trash can. Isn't that fun? I can pay my bills. I get to help you. 9 out of 10 people hate their job anyway. Go back to the job hate. It's okay. See, we're getting older, slower. We're not as pretty as we used to be. And guess what happens when they fire you? You go deliver some pizza. That is your American dream, right? It sure the hell isn't mine, but it might be yours. Understand something today. Being with Mrs. Hope, I got to basically listen to their stupid poker game on Wednesday nights. I wrote my little notes. They thought I was weird. Probably true. I couldn't sleep all night. I'm 7.5, and I rode my little bicycle down to the Torrance Police Department. See, I knew there was a library next door. I walked into a lady. I said, ma'am, would you help me, please? She said, here's a microfiche. Here's a book. I read the book. Then I got pissed off. Yeah, at 7.5 years old, I got pissed off. I was looking for the blueprint, the rules, and the tools. Well, you've been looking for all your life, by the way, and you haven't figured it out. I know you bought a book, How to Make Money and Get Rich. Give me a break. I went down to that library almost every damn day since until 9.5 years old. Then I started helping Hand Industries, brought 100,000, 1,000,014, double B at 26. How the hell am I doing? I retired to help people. What are you going to do today? Those 12 books and CDs have the blueprint how I brought in the $2 billion under corporate structure. Now, I didn't have $1 billion of real estate, sorry to say. I did have 841 million. And then those 3 books and CDs, that's how I did it. Maybe you want to pay attention today. I even wrote how to become the bank book. It's so any tax balancing too. Don't forget winning the game of business. Because to me, it's a game and I want to play. I want to play to win. Now, here's the thing that's weird. For over 32 years, I was at the Bonaventure every Wednesday night at 7 p.m. There was a line around the hotel to get hold of me. Book CDs and classes, about 20,000 a pop. I did turn 17 million people into millionaires, 16 billionaires too. Today, if you want the 18 books and CDs, while you get to my workshops, it's pretty simple. It's $999 for the office, but on a live webinar with me, I offer half price. So if you Zelle $4.99, we'll ship it right away. If you don't, you just kind of missed out. Here's the Zelle, the wire deposit. Take a picture. It'll last longer, by the way. Now let's think what I have to really do for all of you. I got to rebuild your credit. Got to add rapid rescore. If you don't have a corporation and you want one, I got to hand you the articles for free, tax ID, and officer's list. Remember what I want on every credit card you got? A sticky. You pull out that card, the next time you look at that card, you see that sticky, you put yourself in check. If you got to have macaroni and cheese without the damn cheese like I did as a kid, damn it, you better do that. When you jack it up, you hurt your family. You're responsible to take care of your family and not bring the pain home. I got to make you a qualified CFO, by the way. I got $10 million of history. I'm an affiliate for 35 years, 115 creditors. If I use my history, I get to pop a card off my card and ask for separate billing for you. Would you like a card today? Let me know. See, you got 4 ways of making money with me. Real estate's fun. Fixer-upper, duplex, apartment complex. Still like to get you a franchise if you listen. You don't have to work it and run it. There's companies that'll do that for you too. Now, when I was incorporating rich and famous people for years, I came up with how to turn these cards into $80 to $100 million. 84 different ways to play. Remember I said house, car, and bank account? Hey, let's look at a car today. You ready? It's part of the Lamborghini collection at the time. All right, what did you drive? When I was 14 and a half, I'm driving a Quintosh. Having fun. Now, you know what rich and famous people do? They drive company cars. They write it all off, but not you. Your car's registered to you. Sorry to say, it makes you a duck. Can you write down tax ID and division, please? Tax ID division. Now, let's remember your paycheck, they do call it taxable income. That income, are you using it to pay the payment, the gas, registration, insurance? I mean, are you kidding me? Can you yell the word no right away? Shouldn't you be driving a company car and writing it off too? Boom, boom, some more. You got a choice. SSN to get a job. 1040 tax return. That's the IRS's rules. S is 4 times 4. Pattern of 4. What's it say in line 10 right there? Banking and credit purposes. Every card I get you, a line of credit. You get to write up the card interest rate too. Stop hurting your family. Stop doing it the wrong way, please. This is just the IRS's rules, and I'll put it together for you too. SSN, 1, duck. S is 4 times 4, no more duck. And what happened in those banks in cities? And what did the grocery store do too? They got rid of a piece because they're allowed to. That follows SS4. Isn't it about time you learn how to play? Write down the 4 boxes on your tablet today, right now. I wrote the rules in '86. You ready to play? It's called Set Up the Line of Defense. Could you imagine if you listened to me before or out of high school and you did your life the right way like this and had a division that's a problem or an entity? You're going to basically get rid of the piece, keep the other pieces, and never bring the pain home. Ask yourself a question today when you look in the mirror and brush your teeth or comb your hair. Why'd you bring the pain home? The only thing you could ever say is lack of knowledge. Don't worry, you never met someone like me. God only made one of me. Thank God for that. The only card you could ever get past 29% is a gold and platinum paid over time. Now, if you want one, I'll get you one. If you want a pack of 10, let me know. I'll get you a pack of 10 too. That could be $1 million. That could be $10 million of credit. Are you ready to play? Are you ready to get serious today? You can call the office about that too. See, every SS4 I get to make sure I certify the Superior and Transit Equifax for you too. Would you like one? Stop using the wrong money in the first place. What's wrong with you? All right, why did you play the game? And where you been? I've been doing this for 43 years. So remember, we got to set up the line of defense for real estate, franchise, current business. See, I'd like to get you $100,000 to $1 million card. Would you like one or two? The other thing I'd still like to do is hand you $100,000 of personal credit. But we're going to use it for safety from now on. We're in pandemic number 19. What about pandemic number 26? You better be ready this next time. Never bring the pain home. All right? Never bring the pain home. Ray's rules pretty simple. SSN. Hey, you get one, you're a duck. SS 4 times 4. What did line 10 say again? Oh, it's back in front of you again. Banking and credit purposes. Whose rules are these? But I'll put it together for you the right way anyway, because I'll be your instruction manual and your blueprint. Do not violate the rules. In other words, I add history to you. Do not apply for credit just because I create green lights. Just like she did. She gonna do it on her own. She got a $300 card. I got another one this morning. He got a $500 card. My starter cards are usually $2,000 to $5,000. Why don't you let me do what I do best and build you up? When it comes to credit rebuilding, I gotta rebuild the credit, rapid refresh at 820. I gotta make you a qualified CFO. Now here's the first program to look at. I'm gonna hand you a $1,000 card. I want to make sure I give you 2 to 10 times money you ever invested in yourself back to you. So here's the thing. Articles, also tax free. If you got it, I'll build the one you got or give you another one for free. In this program today, set up in level 1. You're stuck with me and I'll teach you how to set up your divisions too. I said that's free in this program today. Now here's the way it plays out. Office sales are for $9.98. During the webinar, I give it for $4.99. And if you sell it right away, I give you the 12 books and CDs for free. That's the Millionaire's Founders Kit. That's right, free. How it brought up to $2 billion at 26. Starter package for Millionaire. This one's the same as the previous one, but this one comes with 10,000 of credit. Half price today is $9.99 to you. If you sell it before I'm done, you get the what? The Millionaire's Founders Kit, 2 books and CDs. The Millionaires in the Making Workshop, this one comes with 25,000 of credit. So the ultimate goal, half price of that is usually $1,999 to you. And if you sell it during a webinar, you get the Millionaires Founders Kit for free, 12 books and CDs. You get to learn how to play. Here's the Zelle wire deposit. We do this so we can expedite everybody. Take a picture of that page today, because I'm guaranteeing you I'll change your life. Or you get a money back guarantee. Heck, I'll give you 10 times money back if I can't do what I say I do. I do it all the time. It's 43 years. I got a 100% success rate. The only thing that slows me down is you, because you take too long to do 2 things. So guess what today? Referrals, you get $1,000 more credit. Give me 5, I give you 10,000. Kind of fun. Now, if you're watching me on Google, Facebook, and YouTube, and you're not getting the PowerPoint in front of me, maybe you want to go to raiswebinar.com. Get the full overview and stop bringing the pain home. That's all I had as a kid, is pain. This is what I heard at 7.5. You got to pay attention. It's not legal advice. It's chapter 18. Read what it says on line 1. A corporation is a legal person may sue or be sued. Can you imagine if you paid attention to me? Or you'd learn that the United States of America Incorporated, they set up their line of defense called states. All states are corporations. Why didn't you do this? And all the states did is set up their cities. All cities are corporations too. You remember when I said plan the problem? They did. All right, under the Federal Protection Act, they created Chapter 9 bankruptcy for cities. You watched them file those bankruptcies too in the past. It's public record. Check it out. It's about time you step up and use the constitutional right for you. It's called You or We the People. You want to play? You got to play to keep. You got to go play to go get it. See, Nixon took the gold standard out, gave him the key to the printing press. They haven't stopped printing money since 24/7. SSN, job, 1040 tax return. That's all it was for. Mama, she delivered a baby this morning as an example. Did you know the hospital is federally mandated that every woman signs an SSN form for the baby within 3 hours or less after the baby's born, so the baby can be bonded and print some more money? If Mama don't sign the form, baby can't go in the stroller. Car seat cannot go home. Mama gonna sign the form, I think. What do you think? Some of you mamas already did. Bring the pain home? No, 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 no. Richer famous people don't. Cities don't. And you see those banks and grocery stores in your location where you live? Guess what they did? They played the 3-step too. Now every Saturday at 1 o'clock, I give you your status updates from me. I'm going to ask you maybe 2 things to do. That's all you got to do. And I'll do 98% for you. I'll even guarantee it too. Got no excuses. After today, neither will you. The only excuse you go is I want to go back to be stuck. Walt Disney and Newsweek? All right, the loophole king. They wrote an IOU to themselves and paid tax on $1 billion. If Mickey can play the game, hell, so can you. Now, understand online, you're going to see you don't need to guarantee. I'm sorry, we don't need supply credit. That's crap. That's BS, by the way. You can't pay the lights, the rent, and the employees with a Staples card. And the trade line crap, excuse me. Look at the Fair Lending Act. I want to hand you 8 cards per division, cash cards. I want to hand you 9 lines of credit to per division. Then we'll think about supply credit, vendor credit, marketing credit, lease credit, gas cards too. Still got to make you the qualified CFO you need to be. With my history, I'll get you a card off my card, but I'll ask for separate billing. You want one or two? Let me know. The only card you get past 29% is a gold and a platinum, as long as it's paid over time. Would you like 10? Would you like a million? Or would you like basically 10 million? See, every division you do should have a bucket of money. It should be a piece of property or a franchise, just in case one of them gets screwed up. Blank gets the fan, we're getting rid of the piece. Keep your other pieces too. Why would anybody bring the pain home when they never had to in the first place? Oh, the lack of knowledge. There we go. Credit rebuilding, rapid rescore, 820, CFO, $1,000 card back to you. If you don't have articles, also tax ID, set up level 1, you're stuck with me for 90 days. I hand it to you for free. And I'm charging you $4.99 today, half price. And if you Zelle it during the webinar, you get the 12 books and CDs for free, called the Millionaire's Founders Kit. You waste $600 a month. Why don't you invest in yourself today and step up to the plate and let me do the work for you too? I'll guarantee it. Starter package for a millionaire? I'll bet you want $1 million paycheck, don't you? That'd be called silly and dumb. You only keep $375. Rest goes the IRS. We got to use their rules and tools how to play. They'll tell you your paycheck is taxed. You get the leftover. They'll also tell you corporations don't pay tax so they make a profit. So when a corporation brings in millions and millions of dollars, pay the bills first, and then they pay tax on the leftover. How do you think Amazon got $10 billion in the bank and didn't pay any damn tax? And you think you should learn how to play too? But this is going to give you $10,000 of credit, $999 today to you if you sell it, and you get the 12 books and CDs for free called the Millionaire's Founders Kit. Now this one is called the Millionaire's Founders, Millionaires in the Making, but it comes at $25,000 of credit. Instead of $4,000, it's $1,999. That's 25 times your investment back to you to give you $25,000 of credit. And when you sell $1,999, you get the 12 books and CDs for free. The Millionaire's Founders Kit. There's the Zelle wire deposit. There you go. Zelle, 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 now. If you don't, maybe you blew it again. Mr. Buffett, I loved his father first, and I love him. He's great. You know why? He's using borrowed money to buy businesses and transfer stock. In other words, he gets it for free. Don't you realize borrowed money is not taxable? It's your turn to play too. Let me roll the dice. Ready to play? Whee! Let's start playing today. Now, if you want your corporation to start making between $600 to a couple $1,000 a day being a coach, let me know. You have the opportunity to play with me some more too. As an affiliate, I'll tell you basically authorized users crap. Trade lines are a joke. All right, from there I got to make you the qualified CFO. Look up the Fair Lending Act about trade lines, okay? You don't need to break the rules either. Now, I got specialty classes all the time too. So you get to play with me all the time, 6 days a week. Wouldn't that be kind of fun with you? Now, I'm the guy that invented daisy chaining of credit. That means every card I can turn into 99 more, but I'm only going to do that on a corporate credit card. Why? It's the only cards I can write off the interest rate in the card too with a line of credit. How many would you like today? If you don't play this way, go back to being stuck. It's pretty simple. Don't defraud or rip anybody off too. Corporation should always get credit to the parent company, but from there it shouldn't do any business. It should set up the line of defense. See, the divisions are the ducks, just in case blank hits the fan. We get to do what they did, the rich and famous people in the cities, and Bank of America too, and B of A, and Wells Fargo, all the banks. See, it's called the 3-step. Disconnect, isolate, incorporate. Can't save a piece? You know what we're going to do? We're going to bankrupt that piece. We're going to keep all the other pieces, and we're not bringing the pain home. Why did you bring the pain home? I know you've never heard anybody like me before. Guess what? You will never hear another one like me ever. You got a choice to learn the rules and the tools. When you buy a house, it's called escrow close, escrow homestead, escrow put in a trust. It's not in a trust. Someone sues you, they just take it away. When you die, it's stuck in the probate. What did your family get? Diddly squat. So you got a choice today to protect your ass. It's and never bring the pain home. See, when you fix up a property, I want you to do it my way. You're going to hire a contractor. That's good. Then they're going to hire the subcontractor, stand outside Home Depot, and you didn't plan the problem. So if they slip and fall and they sue you and cut corners and take everything you got because you didn't plan for blank to hit the fan, why don't you think about maybe quit claim deeding any property you ever obtain to a division for about $12? From there, why don't you an assignment of equity too? This way, the next time they try to sue you at the end of the day, let's make sure they get diddly squat. Hell, why not? You don't have a trust? Look up irrevocable trust. That's what I would pick if I was you. But you got to pick whatever you want to. Because if you're not to million to billion, what the hell you been doing wrong? Oh, I'm sorry, the lack of knowledge. I know some of you like playing peekaboo, the IRS making a mess. Stop that stuff. Do you not realize the IRS is the rule book? Corporations don't pay tax and they make a profit. IRS.gov. You download a form called 656 430 A and B. Get your butt back in the system today. Get that next $1,400 COVID-19 check coming in the next couple of weeks or two. Get your basically butt in the system where you belong. Now me, I'm one of the original OPMs. I don't want you to spend your money to fix up a property. That'd be kind of crazy or two. See, you get to go back to the manufacturer. Save up to 70%. I teach you that at the level 1 and setup Wednesdays and Saturdays too. Now, I don't want you to pay a bill for 30 to 60, 90 days anyway. Because why? Let's use their money to fix it up. When escrow closes, we pay off the debt. We got up to $200,000 left over. Don't act like you're rich, guys, because you're not. 10,000, 100,000 in the past. Have you had that and pissed it away? And some of you are broke today? Let's understand. Write down rates rules, please. Leveraging money. My favorite one is borrowed money's not taxable. Set up the line of defense. You write it down so far? See, here's my building before the coma. It's just a little building, 22,000 square feet, Irvine Spectrum, double building too. Other buildings around the globe doing $1 million plus a day, helping people like you. The bank will be at my location every day going, You see, they always kiss your ass. That's when you got money. You don't have a pot to piss in, hell, they don't know your name. Learn to leverage money. Banks borrow from the feds times 10, they'll back 5 to you. If you took that money out of escrow and did it my way, you'd have to $3 million of credit. Leveraging money, race rules, and you go get a McDonald's today with the drive-thru that stays open through a pandemic or two. Guess what you get to do? Remember, write down borrow money's not taxable. Cash flow free up your time. Leverage money. What do we get to do? You can take $1,000 and turn it to $15,000. 5 can become $75,000 too. You got to learn how to play. Now, don't worry, Mr. Clinton's my old client in the past too. All right, Mrs. Fishborn and Lawrence too. Kind of fun. From there, I got Michael, God rest his soul, Krypton Vane, Kevin Costner, Arnold as well. And from my neck of the woods, here's Freeway Ricky Ross. Had to teach him a thing or two. You get to play. But that's the reason they call me the godfather of credit, by the way. Here's basically a college professor for Bio University too. You got to beat your doubt. You got to run your race. I'd like to train you and coach you the rest of my life if you allow me to. But again, we got to write down the word leveraging money one more time. Let's play. Let's take $100,000 or a card. We get to write off the card interest rate anyway. What do we got to lose? We look up C191D and we design our own cash flow for you per time. The real way it was actually meant to be. You know what I did? That $50,000, I loaned $10,000 to 5 people. I put a second on their house. I call that company. It's my money. I want it now. They factor it the next day. It means they hand me the money back. Then I put a homestead blocker and a UCC with a chattel mortgage too. They don't pay. I get their house and all their goodies too. You see what I did is I took the credit card to get to write off the card interest rate. I created cash flow, real cash flow. Free up your time. I know you into the blah, blah, blah motivational crap. A week later, you're going, what do we do next? This actually got you $2,449 per month. Oh, you need more? How about $4,800? Still need more? How about $7,347? You could design your own cash flow to free up your time. Don't you get this? Just by using corporate credit starting today. I won't show anything I didn't obtain myself, from the mansions, helicopters, and the yachts. I gotta get you past go. My favorite one at the time was this. I parked my yacht, my race boat in my backyard of the largest U-Dock in Huntington Harbor. I love the Lamborghini, the building, and the helicopter too. I mean, wouldn't you? Come on. Now today I'd like you to think about changing your driver's license. Because the other day you wrote a check and you gave me a driver's license and then your house got robbed the next day. Was that a miracle or two? You see, you have the right to use a P.O. box or mailing address. But again, this is up to you. I'd like you to protect your ass. It's never bring the pain home. You have the Driver's Privacy Protection Act too if you want to. Now, what did you do the last time you bought a car? I'll bet you let someone sweat you for hours on end. Yeah, wasn't that fun? You lost up to 9 inquiries and up to $5,000 too. When they handed you the paper, it says we need your permission to run your credit. What you should have done next to your signature, you should have wrote down to allow 1 inquiry. You should have took a picture. But you didn't do that. You allow people to use and abuse you. It's wrong. By the way, you're the registered owner of the car you drive today. Good luck. That makes you a duck. Quack, quack some more. Write down tax ID and division. It's about time you learn how to play. Now, I'll show you millions and billions of cars and buildings and houses, too. It's easy. So you got a choice. I want to build you your dream corporation. I want to do the work, get you to the workshop to learn what I'm doing for you, too. You got a choice to play. And when you drive your car today to the grocery store or the bank, a little bumpity bump, don't worry, that person you bumped is going to scream like they got a whiplash. All right, they're going to basically do what needs to be done. They're going to ask you for driver's license, insurance, registration, please. And guess what's going to happen? The insurance you're paying through your paycheck, you mean that's the leftover. Corporation could pay for it before you paid for it. And you're really the registered owner of the car? Really? I mean, why would you ever be the registered owner of a car? It's like having a bullseye in your back. Those people are going to call one of those bloodsucker attorneys on TV. They're going to sue you, screw you, and take everything you got. Why? Because you didn't listen to me in my level 1 and setup class. Every registered owner should be a division of a corporation and not you. You should be driving a company car. So when they want to sue, let them sue a division so they get diddly squat, not from you. You got a choice to learn how to play. Remember that grocery store and the bank in your city today? When you see an empty one, remember me. And if you didn't learn to play with me starting today, shame on you. Ultimate goal, remember the pattern of 4. Something goes wrong with a piece, we keep the other pieces. We never bring the pain where? Home. Why would anybody bring the pain home? That's called silly and dumb. Oh, the lack of knowledge. There we go again. July 3rd, what did my wife ask us to do? She says, honey, can we take the corporate yacht from the backyard? Lord, as you, Doc. Here, there's the address, too. Check it out. It was $1,600. I wrote off the card, interest rate, and the yacht. Hell, why not? Then I got to die because someone came on my yacht with H1N1 and killed me. There I am. They called the time of death at 5:41. Heard the doctor say he's not going to make. He's going to die. My wife screamed her head off, and my tax attorney tricked for a POA. Stole my life while I'm dead. Kind of sucks. But the reality is I made a promise to God to help every one of you if you allow me to live again. So guess what? I'm here. You going to pay attention today? 5 weeks walking an oxygen tank. I put my score back to an 820. I popped a $1 million card again. I got my 5 closet divisions. But again, if you don't want to play, go back to being stuck. God's using me to help you. You going to pay attention today? I pray that these are on. Now here's a Lamborghini building. Say the Reynolds University too. Can you imagine? All right, I've been told no 1 billion times by a bunch of dummies. Reaching the dream. Think and be the impossible. Ray's rules will change your life. Let me do the work for you too. Remember what I said in 90 days? I want to do the seminar, workshop, boot camp. Why don't you stuck with me? I got no excuses, but neither do you. Motivation's great. I listen to it every day, but after a week later, what are you going to do next? If they're not handing you the money and the credit, all right, motivation, I'm sorry, it's just not enough. Let's talk about your story today. How about I get you up to 100,000 in personal credit? We'll call it safety. How about I hand you a corporation up to $1 million in divisions too? Stop being stuck. Reality is, you can basically play with me. Not everybody likes me. It's okay. I'll still get you to million to billion, but not everybody likes you too. You got a choice today to learn how to play. Never bring that pain home any given day. Building your millions? Are you ready to play? I want you to learn at the weekly workshops. I've been doing it for 43 years. I want to repackage your whole life, your house, your car, your bank account. I want to do everything to get you to million. I don't have excuses, but now neither do you. The 18 books and CDs, which includes the real estate and the financial series too. Today it's half price during the webinar, $4.99. If you sell it right away. Zell. That's all you got to do. We'll ship that product to you right away within 10 working days. Credit rebuilding? Rapid rescore? Seal the record, get you an 820, make you a CFO. And if you don't, hand you $1,000 card back to you. If you want the articles, also as tax ID for free. Set up level 1 in this package too. Half price is $4.99. Come on, that's ridiculous. You know that too. And if you Zelled it before I'm done, you get the 12 books and CDs called the Millionaire's Founders Kit for free. Starter package comes with 10,000 of credit, just like the previous stuff. $9.99. And if you Zelled it right away, you get the basically Millionaire's Founders Kit too. Millionaires in the Making Workshop, 25,000 of credit, $1,999 today, 25 times of credit back to you. If you Zelled it right away, you get the 12 books and CDs for free. There's the picture of Zelle, wire, and deposit, so we can expedite everything for you. If you didn't do that and you did it on a credit card, we don't take those because that takes 6 months. I want to expedite you and be done with you as fast as possible. I'll even guarantee it too. It's really weird. The 14th Amendment turned corporations into people. The United States of America Incorporated have their 50 states, and the states that have their line of defense too, called cities. Hey, what's wrong with you? Why haven't you done this for yourself? Bottom line today, never have joint credit. It makes no sense at all. You buy a house, it's escrow closed, escrow homestead, escrow put in a trust. Always have up to $1 million of credit. You got to set up divisions for real estate, franchise, current business. You got to set up the line of defense. See it, believe it, go get it. You got to master Ray's rules today. If you don't, sorry to say, you're probably going to stay stuck. So what do we get to do? Plan the problem. It's going to happen no matter what we say or do. Safety credit. Remember that sticky in the back of that card? Line of credit. All right, line of defense. The city, the bank, grocery store too. They're playing the game. Why haven't you played? Never bring the pain where? Home ever again. Remember the grocery store and the bank because they have a branch number. You see, the American dream. All these people talk about it. Me, I always challenge them all. And a lot of them don't like me because I'll say, where's the money? If you're not handing people money and credit to go get it, I think what you're doing is talking about blah, blah, blah today. Everybody needs money to pay their bills, drive a company car, go on a business trip, help other people, free up their time. The whole world needs to have the right line of defense. See it, believe it, go get it. 1,000 rules becomes $1 million company. 20,000 is billion. How much would you like today? Let me know. All right, if you want to become a personalized coach, get past through the program, you can actually help people coach through the process. And guess what you get to do for the corporation you work for? It'll make you lots of money. Now, here's your last chance. Rebuild the credit, rapid rescore 820, $1,000 card back to you. Articles on the list, tax ID for free. Set up in level 1, 2. That's free if you did it today. Half price is $4.99. $1,000 card and your credit's going to get to an 820, and you're going to be a qualified CFO. And if you did this before I'm done, you get the 12 books and CDs for free called the Millionaire's Founders Kit. Starter package for Millionaire, same as the previous stuff, but here you get 10,000 of credit. It's $999 today. 12 books and CDs for free, too. Aren't millionaires in the making? 25,000 of cash credit. Have price is $1,999 to you. 25 times back credit you invested in yourself. This all belongs to you. If you Zelle the $1,999 today, you get the 12 books and CDs for free. There's the Zelle, now. If you don't, sorry to say, you're probably going to stay stuck. You got to stay safe and strong today. Remember, you and me, we can be working together, be on the phone today too. Let us always remember life is a gift from our Father in heaven. God has given us opportunity to believe and receive. Let us make the best of the day and give thanks in every way. Thank you, Jesus, for one more day. Amen to that. If I can do this, born in a taxi, thrown away like a piece of trash, comas, knifed 6 times, shot twice, and I'm still here, and I got to die in a coma, still be here with you, it's about time you realize you can see it, believe it, go get it too. Now, if you don't let me rebuild your life, that's on you. Now, here's a phone number. It's toll free. It's 800-510-3338. I'm going to allow the sales team to honor everything offered to you for 10 minutes. If you're not calling that number right away, sorry. All right, that means you're just like being stuck. That's on you. That's 800-510-3338. See, I've got to do my best all day as God does the rest.
At RaiseCredit.com, you'll learn how to acquire credit and how to use that credit to build a better life. When you're done, you'll create asset protection to keep the life you really want. RaiseCredit.com. Get the knowledge you need to succeed and keep your hard work. RaiseCredit.com.